Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. What up? What up? It's the AGM Podcast. I go by the name of JC. It's my co-host Dorian, aka Huso, my young king. My boy Dre on the camera as usual, and it's the first official episode of 2021. Man, let's make some noise for that. We are back, man.
And we missing Yana.
Yeah, man. Much love to our queen Yana, man. She'll be back soon, but you know she's here with us in spirit. It's been a lot going on, man. That's why we've been on a little mini hiatus, man. I lost somebody dear to me due to COVID. I myself had COVID. But I'm all good now, man. And healthy and ready to go. We just all been going through our tribulations.
I just got out of jail a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, man. So
county.
Yeah, man. This man, it's been rough. It's like we dealt with a 2020 and a half, man.
Right.
No,
for sure.
Last 3 months, then it just
for sure.
carried over to us. So, God willing, it's a brand new start for us, man. Our 2021 starts right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that's the main thing. Just whatever pitfalls or setbacks or whatever, you don't stop.
Right.
That's the main thing. You don't stop.
Coming back harder.
Yeah.
One of the first people we wanted to talk about that we'll get into. First of all, since the last time we filmed, we've lost a few of our legends. First of all, the legendary MF Doom.
Yeah, for sure.
Rest in peace. We'll talk about that in a little, just in a bit.
Yeah,
rest in peace to the America's neighborhood bully, Debo. Rest in peace, Joe Clark, president from Lean On Me.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Hank Aaron. Rest in peace, 2020. You know what I mean? It's out of here.
That shit crazy.
But yes, as far as MF Doom, man, like I'm not gonna sit here and say like I was like totally familiar with him, or super familiar with his work. I knew of him, you know what I mean, and I think he was more so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but more so like on the underground.
Yeah.
side.
MF Doom, like he's a rapper's rapper for sure. So anybody
Gotcha.
that like is super into like the backpacker aspects of rap music, they'll more than likely be an MF Doom fan, because where most rappers rely heavily, especially most mainstream rappers rely heavily on the beat, MF Doom went deeper into like the lyricism and the creative aspects of rap music. So a lot of his verses and a lot of his songs, they highlighted like not just the words, but the patterns and the rhyming schemes of the words, in addition to the concepts and things like that.
Got you.
But he was a real, like I said, a very real enigmatic figure in hip hop, because he always wore a mask. Like we rarely, if ever, saw him.
Yeah, I think to this day I still haven't seen bro face.
Yeah, and then
so I knew him for that.
He got a cold story. Like he got a cold story. Like because he started rapping like back in like I want to say the early 90s.
Oh, I know. Probably before that, because I remember seeing that he had some work with what was it?
Yeah. Probably earlier than that. Probably like the late 80s or whatever. And he started off, I don't want to call him a conscious rapper, but, he was more on a conscious tip with him and his brother. And his brother passed away, and he fell into a deep depression. And from that, he created this character of MF Doom that wore the mask. And he was just saying, like, he wore the mask in the same way that Victor Von Doom from, like, the Fantastic Four wore that mask, because he was saying that the mask is supposed to cover the way that the industry scarred him and shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah, but he was a real
see, that's why I'm glad
influential
I
character.
seen how much it affected you, so I'm glad you're here to give the ones who didn't maybe know so much, give us that insight.
Yeah,
because when I would hear dude, I can't deny like his lyrical ability was like through the roof. I knew that, but it just, for me personally, it just wasn't like my cup of tea. Like another example, and please don't crucify me for this comparison, because I don't know what their ranking is as far as the underground word, but like Murs, like
okay,
I kind of looked at it like that. Like he's incredibly talented. I've known about him pretty much my whole life, but I never was really, you know what I'm saying, into that world to, you know what I'm saying, where I'm just bang that.
I can for sure see that. Like I don't want to, you know, do any injustice to any artist by comparing them to each other, anything like that. But I do see that like comparison as far as like where they are situated,
right?
And like I guess their fame or whatever, for sure. But they are like Murs is another rapper's rapper, right? But somebody that's like never sacrificed integrity to gain fame or anything like that.
Right, and I rarely heard him about working with any mainstream dudes.
Yeah, nah, he got a couple of tracks. Like he's probably the biggest person that he's worked with, rapper that he's worked with is Ghostface Killer, and then he has a collaboration album with Madlib. Okay, and then I believe he did something with another rapper who's not quite as big, but damn, I'm forgetting dude's name. I think it's like Bishop Nehru or something like that. I'm forgetting dude's name.
Yeah, I mean, even when I hear the music you've done, you sound like you take influences from that sort of music.
For
so
sure.
I could see, like,
sure.
You know what I'm saying, why it would hit you harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And then the craziest part about it, and this is kind of like in line with his character overall, when he passed away, nobody knew.
Yeah, man, the fact that that's what tripped me out. Like, for me to see, like, somebody like Q-Tip, who I look at as, like, a bona fide pioneer,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Arguably the highest, if not for sure, like, top 3 producers of all time. And seeing how he's like broken behind something like that, or even like some of the new generation. I don't know if you've seen like Playboy Cardi tweeted about it. He was like, man, like what, you know. So for so many heavyweights in the game to be affected by it, and it went like a whole 2 months. You know what I'm saying, with nobody knowing, like. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm quite sure. Well, not even quite sure. I know that's the way that he wanted it, because he would do like weird stuff like. There'll be an MF Doom performance, and because he wears the mask, he would have somebody else
do the
performance wearing the mask. Wow. And like people, if somebody would catch on, and he would come out. But it was just weird how he would orchestrate all that stuff and then not even really be there. But
so he was like he more or less a hip hop troll at times.
To a degree, like to a degree, you could say that was more so trolling. I don't really know what the method of that was or what the intent behind it was, but. He was a real deep dude, and it just kind of like pushed the creativity of it all. Like, because I feel like with rap, especially like mainstream rap, everything can get really redundant as far as like the artists, the type of music that's being made, beat selection, rhyme scheme, subject matter, just their whole approach to it. So for him to just kind of disregard all that and just really say, I'm going to make the type of music and the type of art that I want to make and express it how I want to express it. Is powerful, especially for me as an artist, because it kind of like gives me I don't know, just gives me inspiration, honestly, to just kind of say I'm gonna do what I want to do, because you can find success doing that.
Right. Yeah. Once again, man, rest in peace, MF Doom, hip hop legend, as you know, and I'm going saying that off of me seeing the reactions I've seen, you know, regarding him more than anything, but it definitely makes me want to look more into him. There was like a couple of songs, I think it was like one was like that I do remember hearing at a point in time, but I'll definitely dig more into him. But like I said, you know, rest in peace to bro. So this isn't gonna be like our you know, typical episode, but I did want you to get that out now and talk about that, because I seen it was heavy.
No, I'm happy we did that.